What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, the next 10x scam event has been announced. I'm gonna share with you the champions in a second. First, we're gonna have a look at the fusion plan. That's been released as well. The fusion started already, guys, so here we are. What you need to complete this fusion, you need all these epics that you're doing with all these rare champions, copies of the same. So you're gonna need tons and tons of magic and force potions in order to get this done. Once you get at epics, which of course you can pull them from shards as well, which can save you a bit of work, you know, save you some resources. But we want to see how is the fusion plan looking like. Is it going to be a massive paywall behind that? Actually, I'm going to tell you the 10x champions first. So we're going to start with the Void Legendary, guys, and we're going to go straight to the index because I don't have every single one of the champions. And if I'm not mistaken, Tumesia. She is pretty badass. On the A1, decreased defense. On the A2, AoE attack and lands HP burn, lands a stun on targets with more than 50% HP, or decreases the thermometer to targets with less than 50% HP. This skill right here increases the damage for every single HP burn up to 400%, and she hits super hard if you're trying to make her deal damage in the spider, guys. She's a pretty interesting champion, interesting passive as well. Synergize is pretty good with the HP burn on your teammates as well. I like the champion, but guys, remember, 10x chances are like that big to give you the champion. Is not worth it. I would not suggest anyone to open shards on 10x's till they don't improve this scam system. I've already gave them feedback 1,000 times, and I'm not gonna stop till this is gonna get changed for the better, okay? Because this is a very old system and it just doesn't work in the current state of the game anymore. Now, the next champion that we have on the list is actually an awesome champion. Would love to get her, but I'm not gonna open shards on the 10x unless I'm really forced to for the fusion. We're gonna check that in a second, and I'm gonna try to do as many mystery shards as I can possibly do. On the A1, triple hitter and lands a weaken. On the A2, attacks all enemies, 50% chance to land attack down, HP burn if the attack is not placed, ally protection, block damage on this champion for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn. She's super powerful with this skill, and I like her passive is like a seeker on steroids. Whenever she gets a critical hit, heals the teammates and places an increased defense on all of them. Her defense aura for all battles is awesome as well, very good base stats, she looks amazing. The next champion we have on the list, and it's no one else but the Crypt King, Gral. So we have this bad boy here. He got a bit of a buff recently. He is pretty decent now. AoE HP burn, freeze afterwards, attack down on the single target, HP aura for all battles, decent stats as well. He's not a bad champion, so yeah, if you get him, you shouldn't complain because he's pretty decent now after the buff. The next one that we have on the list, one of the best AoE defense nukers, Ignatius. A small chance to land a stun on the A1. AoE provoke here. And this skill hits super hard. HP burn AoE as well and cannot be resisted. So that means you don't need accuracy for it. And ally defense in all battles for his aura. Moving over to the epics, guys. We're gonna start with my favorite, the ultimate garlic. I love garlic, so yeah, I don't really love the champion that much, but I still love the garlic. And the ultimate garlic is even better. Pretty decent champion if you're struggling with the spider dungeon and you do have an attack up champion to pair with him so he can do the job and land that HP burn strategy. Overall, he's not the best champion for this, but if you have no better choice, he's gonna do the job. AoE HP burn. He can deal a bit of damage as well. Nothing too crazy. His base stats are not wow, but he's not bad for an epic champion, and we actually got this champion ages ago for free with Amazon Prime. The next champion we have on the list is no one else but Akak, the Vanderan. On the A1, small chance to decrease the duration of a random buff if the target is under HP burn, or to decrease the thermometer if they're under a freeze. On the A2, block debuffs on all allies for 1 turn, and a strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. On a 4-turn cooldown, fully booked. Pretty good, it can help you to sustain the team a bit. Here, either lands a freeze, either lands an HP burn with this skill. Pretty good for the spider because he comes in with a freeze. I'm not sure in other content like Hydra, for example, would he land the HP burn or the freeze. I haven't really looked at the stats to see which one of the skills he's gonna do. The passive is pretty nice. He boosts their meter and heals as well. It's so crazy to see him going with the passive because everything moves so fast on the screen. And increases ally defense in all battles by 25%. I gotta say, guys, we do have some very, very good epics on this 10x. I would not suggest you to pull shards for 10x to get legendary champions. The chances are so slim, it's just like almost winning the lottery, you know? But the epics, again, the chances are small, but they're good epics and you can cash in a couple of decent epics maybe. The next one that we have on the list, guys, was used for a fusion a while ago, Mordecai. AoE HP burn on a 4-turn cooldown, increase attack on all allies, increases the turn meter of all allies, and decreases the turn meter of all enemies. And on the A1, attacks one enemy, 30% chance to decrease the turn meter. If he's under HP burn the target, he's gonna have a higher chance. Increases the ally accuracy in all battles by 40. And we have the last champion on the list for this 10x, one of my favorite epics in the entire game. I have him on the free-to-play account. He is a massive carry. Farrakeen the Fat, guys. On the A1 we have defense down. On the A2 we have HP burn and poisons. On the A3, increased crit rate, increased crit damage and ally attack. And his passive has a bit of damage reduction, deflecting damage onto the rest of the allies. Not the best base stats, but he's an amazing epic champion. He just does so many things. That was the 10x scam, guys. How I specified, I would not recommend you to open shards on a 10x till they don't improve it. Now it's up to you what you're gonna do. That's my opinion. That's where I'm standing. And probably Platinum is gonna hate me to that for saying it. But moving over to the news, guys. We want to see actually, not try out, the fusion plan, okay? So we have Tatura. You fuse her with the epics fuse with the rares. Now, if we're looking all the way down here, we are getting two of the epics, Champion Training Event December 25th to 29th, and Visionary from the Summon Rush December 17th, which is gonna start tomorrow. Now, I would assume they would put the epic champion at 4 to 5k points, okay? That's gonna cost you quite a few sacred shards. And is this champion worth it? He is an awesome champion. He's definitely gonna help you with progression for the Hydra. But would I suggest you to open shards to get this? Or I would suggest you to get the rare champions, get this epic from the champion training event, and fuse the other epic with the rare champions. And that's the kind of like the good part of it. You're getting all these rare champions, okay? From Champion Chase Tournament, we have one right here. Champion Summon Rush, we have one here. Then Champion Chase Tournament, we have one here. So yeah, we do have a couple of Champion Chase Tournaments to get a couple of rares. And we do have a Summon Rush to get one of them. Now, all this means, okay, all this means that we can skip one of the summons. We can skip the summon that starts tomorrow and save shards for the next 2x, which is next week, 2x Ancients most probably, or they're gonna make one of each 2x's because it's Christmas. They've done that last year, if I'm not mistaken. We had 2x on every single shard. Expect it to happen another time, most probably. I'm just giving you an idea. Or we have 10x's during the 2x as well. You can skip it because you can fuse this champion if you're getting this one from the champion training event. So that means that everyone should be able to get the fusion done if you got a bit prepared and you saved some of the shards. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anything. I do tend to overlook this and go a bit too quick through them, and I'm missing something. But please, if I missed anything, guys, do let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully, we're going to be able to do it without having a massive paywall if we're skipping the event from tomorrow. It looks like we are able to skip the Summon Rush and fuse the epic while we're collecting the epic from the champion training event instead of fusing him as well. We might get lucky with mystery shards, ancient shards next weekend, but don't count on it too much. That was all for this video, guys. I will drop a video on the fusion later on. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything. But let me know in the comments down below. Much love and I'll catch you on in the next one. Peace.